Hello, nice to see you. I'm getting ready to start teaching about a new course, an online course about the Tree of Life, the symbol you see here. And I thought that I should probably just share it a bit more widely, let more people have a chance to attend this course if you'd like. It's going to be very exciting, very interesting, and I think very helpful if you are interested in the Tree of Life. If you're interested in tarot cards, I have a few here, which I'll be working with in the course. And also if you're interested in equilibrium, the color combinations of Aura-Soma. And they too, these are some cards of the equilibrium bottles, and they also have their place in the tree. And so what I wish to do with you, or with students in this course, is to actually simplify what is a very powerful symbol and show you the essence at the core, and day by day, through a period of 22 days, give you a journey through the pathways of the tree, which are the underlying matrix, the underlying field of energy, the expressions of that energy that actually support the Tree of Life to come into existence. I put this Tree of Life here. This was one made by some friends in Hungary some years ago. And on this one, you have the bottles, equilibrium bottles, you have the Aura-Soma tarot cards, and you have writing in Hungarian, of course. Even without the writing, I know it's a complicated picture, and it can be overwhelming at first because there's so much information. And that's the first time I saw the bottles put into the Tree of Life, which was back in 1995, just a day or two before Mike Booth was about to go to Australia, I think with Margaret, even in those days. When those bottles were put down, it was like, wow, this is too big, too much to take in. But that's a long time ago, and I've worked for many, many years, taking students through this, learning myself through that sharing of how to connect the colors, how the colors, the language of color, the colors of equilibrium, help to bring to life understanding and insight about and the themes of the different parts of the tree. And along with that, tarot cards have always been useful. In the beginning, in the early days of Aura-Soma, it was the Rider-Waite deck that was used. This is one of the original, tarot cards have been around for hundreds of years. And maybe what's not so well known is they are actually, their purpose is to teach or to express the Tree of Life. They're specifically created, one card for each part of the tree, one card for each place on the tree. It's a hidden teaching. And the word occult means to be hidden. But in our modern world, of course, things that have been hidden, occult in the past, are now being shared again more widely. And what we've seen is an explosion of tarot cards. I'm going to use, in this course, I'll be using a few different tarot cards, including the Aura-Soma tarot cards, the Rider-Waite. These are the inner child cards, fairy tales connected to paths, fantastic idea. I'll be showing you the connection, the genius of that. That's Little Red Riding Hood. She's the path of the fool, the one who sets out on a journey, not realizing where it's going to take them. That's the fool. This is the Aura-Soma image of the same thing. The one setting out on a journey, not realizing where it's going to take them. Well, I hope for my students it's going to be happy landings and that we're going to take a journey through the tree, which is light, informative, inspiring, and what can I say? Something, a personal experience for you as well, because I always like to include the personal dimension in courses that I teach. So this is the other deck we'll be using, completion. So that's quite good. That's the last step of the paths. This is the Osho deck, Osho Neo-Zen deck. And what do I want to say? The tarot cards, I use a variety of cards because what's so interesting there is that by looking at different decks, you can then find, through seeing what's different, you can also find what's similar. And by comparing that, and it helps to come to some deeper understanding. That's the core message. Of course, the equilibrium colors are going to help with that too. Colour is very essential, but colour is very supportive to have your own experience. And as I say, that's something I value too. So, I don't know if I need to show you more. I was going to show you that underneath all that complexity is something very simple. That's the basic design. What you don't see there are the paths. The paths are the lines that connect the spheres. In fact, the paths come before the spheres. Just as when you open a tarot deck, you see the major arcana. That's the cards with names like the Lovers or the Devil or the High Priestess. You see the major arcana, the cards that relate to the paths. There are 22 paths and 22 major arcana cards, and they come before the cards that go into the spheres, the minor arcana, the cards which are similar to everyday regular playing cards with their numbers from ace to 10, 1 to 10, plus the court cards. This course that we're doing online is going to focus on the paths, on the major arcana, those first 22 paths, the ones that connect these spheres, the ones that create the energy field from which the spheres can appear. And that's the idea of the course. I've got a little kind of bit of information to show you. So let me just find the right page and press share. Okay, so now you can see some details about the course. It's the Tree of Life through Tarot and Colour. It's an online course to follow at your own convenience. And the dates are 26 September, that's this Saturday, through to October 17th. I specialise in short notice. I wish I didn't, but I do. If you can make it, it'd be great. There are 3 subjects in the course. The Tree of Life, which is the symbol. That's the key. The Tree of Life is really what brings the whole thing together, because the tarot cards, which is the next, and the equilibrium, they are placed onto the tree. The tree is the foundation of the course. So I put tarot images which offer windows into the tree, and we've got 4 decks to explore. That's what I just showed you. Rider-Waite, the Osho Neo-Zen, the Orosoma, including the equilibrium bottles, and the inner child cards. And so I've got equilibrium there too. How are we going to do it? A variety of learning activities. Presentations is the big one. From time to time, especially at the start, I'll be doing talks to camera like this, and I'll be taking you through some kind of big part of the overview so that you know what we're working with day by day thereafter. As I say, new videos created throughout the course, introducing the big topics and building a deeper understanding. These videos are all recorded, and then they are available through YouTube if you're in the group. So you can watch them at your own convenience, which is really one of the great things about doing courses online these days. You can watch it in your own time. I do really like to have like a group energy, and so there are some things which I will do live for sure, and hopefully most of you, maybe all of you, will be able to join, especially at the end, of course, and for some key points through the journey. And then we've got daily videos. So this is a really important part of the course as well, because what I want to do is, as I said before, give you the chance to walk through the tree day by day, one path each day, and learn through the experiencing in a kind of a more natural rhythm, not all the information at once, but each day you have something to be open to, something to learn from. Sowing seeds of information. So the video gives you the ideas, and then and then you can, as you go through the day and keep your eyes and ears open, then maybe you can actually have, and your sensitivity, you can have some experience too. I don't mention it here, but I do suggest or invite you to keep a journal. So you actually kind of keep a record of what happened each day, giving yourself a hint, you know, like that you would like to attend to this, that you would like to learn in this way. And then life will begin to give you opportunities to learn through synchronicity. So the daily videos are very important, and you'll get one a day, and it'll be there for you in the morning, so you've got the maximum time to kind of learn from the day. Live question and answer sessions is the next one. Well, I think that's a very effective way to use time through online learning. I can, you know, the information I would just say again and again and again. But the questions and answers are coming from you, the students. And so it's like something created together in real time. So I do those live, but if you can't make it, you can send your questions in advance, and I'll try and answer them. And also it will be recorded, and you can view it later if you need to. But it's a live component throughout the course, twice a week. There's a private Facebook group. Everyone has private Facebook groups. This is a Facebook group just for the students on the course, place for you to meet and share. The cost, £75 is the basic cost. If you live in the UK, it's easy to transfer money at £75. If you're transferring from abroad, or if you're going to use PayPal, it's a bit more just to cover those extra costs. £80 for PayPal, £81 for an international bank transfer. What to do next? Well, we'll get to what to do next. What to do next is notes. The course focuses on the paths and the major arcana of the tarot. I've told you that already. There will be a part 2 of this, which goes into the spheres and also the suits, which are the 4 levels, the 4 worlds in which the tree exists. But these are really big subjects, and so step by step is the way to do it. There will be a part 2, as I say, and maybe even beyond that. But today, for this course, we focus on the paths of the tree. That's what comes first. That's what underlies the whole picture. As I was saying, all videos are recorded and shared, and they're available till the end of the course. So you'll always have that as a resource until the end of the course. Daily videos available from the morning of the day in question. The course includes both theory and practice, as I explained. I'm giving you information through the presentations, and then you keep your eyes open and live the energy of each path day by day. Finally, the course is for you. That's true. It's for you, your education, your enjoyment. Everything is optional. I've had this experience. I tend to over-deliver, and sometimes students feel overwhelmed by how much I'm giving. All I can say is, it's up to you. Do as much or as little as you like. My wish is to inform and inspire, and I hope that you have an enjoyable time. So don't feel pressure. We're all along for the ride. And what to do? Now, if you'd like to join this course, what you need to do is send me a message. Facebook Messenger is pretty easy. Just tell me how you'd like to pay, because once you've paid, you're on the course. And I'll give you the Facebook link. I'll invite you to the Facebook group, and hopefully you'll have joined before the Saturday the 26th, because on the Saturday, that's the day of the beginning of the experiential path by day by day, path by path. And we'll be starting with the Fool, of course. So hopefully by Saturday, which is, well, it's a good day and a half away. So what can I say? If you've got any further questions I can help with, just ask me via Facebook Messenger and I'll do my best to help you. So there we are. 22 days, 22 paths. I think the Tree of Life is a really great tool, and it's, you know, and when you're taken through in the right way, then it becomes understandable. And, you know, it helps with tarot, it helps with equilibrium, and it helps with the way that you open to life. So if you're interested in that, please contact me, and I wish you well. Thank you very much for listening.